Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Mooneyham, and welcome to this week's edition of the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate it. We're now into the month of March, and this is our final month for nominations. I promised myself that I would wait until the end of the blog, but I can't help myself. March 15th, that's the last day for you to nominate a young person at your church or in your neighborhood and in your community or at your school for a Positive Athlete Georgia award. Remember, we're giving out scholarship dollars here, folks. We're helping young people get a jump start on their future by being named a positive athlete in the state of Georgia. I'll give you more details when we get to the end of the blog this week. But without further ado, let's take a look at our newest 3 nominees, our first in the month of March. We start with a senior football player from Athens Academy over in Oconee County. It's Mr. Drew Richardson. Drew volunteers his time serving dinner at the local homeless shelter and also has assisted at functions for ESP and for Project Safe. Drew volunteers as a coach for Athens Academy's local youth football camp, and he serves for Special Olympics basketball. Nice young resume there for a young man who's a senior football player at Athens Academy in Oconee County, Mr. Drew Richardson. Next up this week, Michael Leeder, a senior baseball player down at Schley County in southwest Georgia, where Ellaville is the county seat, by the way. Mr. Leeder, a vice president of Students Against Destructive Decisions Club. Love to hear the name of that club. That tells you right there what they do, and it's a great idea. Again, Students Against Destructive Decision Club, and Mr. Leeder, the vice president of it. He's also a senior Beta Club member, a 2015 AP Scholar with honors, and a 2015 University of Georgia Certificate of Merit Award winner. Congratulations for all of those awards and for being the newest nominee to Georgia Positive Athlete, Mr. Michael Leeder, senior baseball player at Schley County. And finally this week, Kianna Adams is our ladies nominee, a junior softball player from Dalton High School up in Whitfield County. Kianna, a GPA of 3.9. How about that? She's also a member of the Beta Club and a member of the Spanish Club. Love to see when young people today are really nailing a foreign language. So very important moving into the future of America to have a foreign language under your belt. And Miss Adams with a 3.9 GPA and a member of the Spanish Club, maybe I should get her to tutor me in Spanish because I can hardly remember anything that I learned back in high school. I know that she'd be able to probably do it pretty well sporting that 3.9 GPA. So congratulations to all our nominees this week. And our third nominee, here in the first week of March, Kianna Adams, a junior softball player from Dalton High School up in Whitfield County. Remember, folks, you're the key to the nomination process. And as I mentioned at the top of the blog this week, March 15th is the last day to do so. Visit georgia.positiveathlete.org for further details. That's georgia.positiveathlete.org for further details. You can be a family member. You can be in that student's classroom. You can be a classmate of them. You can be a teacher, an administrator. You can be their pastor or preacher. Literally, you can be their bus driver. It does not matter what your relationship is to a young man or woman that you nominate for Positive Athlete Georgia. Remember, we're giving out scholarship dollars to help these young people get a jump start on their college educations. And also keep in mind, because I get this question a lot, you know, the young athletes, they don't have to be all-state players. They don't have to be state champions. They don't even have to be starters on their teams. In fact, there have been many positive athletes who were not currently involved in athletics for their high schools because maybe they were hurt. And part of the great story of this particular young person was their perseverance through one young lady we had who had torn her knee out 3 separate times. She was in the middle of rehabbing the 3rd knee tear when we awarded her with a Positive Athlete Award. So they don't have to be all state or champions or even starters for their team, as long as they fit the criteria that you'll find at georgia.positiveathlete.org. Make sure you visit for more details. And until next week, I'm Chris Mooneyham for the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the week.